Hello everybody, and welcome to the Oracle deck review and sample reading for the Chinese fortune reading cards by Sharina Starr. This is a really fun Oracle deck. It's got such a popping, lively, zesty energy to it, just the coloring alone. And actually, this deck is based upon an ancient divination system known as the Oracle Bone Script, which apparently originated from the Chinese Shang destiny sometime around 1100 BC or so. And this is not just, somebody coming up with an idea for a Chinese oracle deck. It's truly based on a ancient Chinese divination system, which I find to be pretty cool. And even though these cards, and there's 36 of them, they're pretty, it's not like a super fancy, but man, it just pops, right? So there's the sun and yin and yang, proposal. It's just very red and orange and yellow. And it's like marriage and hope. So it's simple words, on each card. However, this deck goes incredibly deep. It's just, honestly, I have to say I was surprised, just because, when you're looking at something online and you see a couple images and I don't know, there's a lot of reviews that are just like unboxing or something, and that doesn't really give me enough information on whether or not I want a deck. So most of the time, all is well, and I only align to decks that I truly resonate with, but occasionally we all get a deck that doesn't. And this one, I was a little kind of on the fence when ordering it, just, because it is very simple, like words, challenge, love, renewal, forgiveness, freedom. I don't know what I was really expecting, but this, and I love the imagery, the artwork. It's just, I don't know. Hopefully by looking at all of these images, you are being taken in here. And there's a book that accompanies it, and I love this card. Karma is one of my favorite out of the deck. Wish. And what's neat about this in the book is it's not just some little blurb, like some feel-good little blurb about the message. And actually, this right here, in most oracle decks, trust is about, you've got to trust and all of this. This is more speaking to things aren't quite as they appear. You've got to take a deeper look and not give your trust so blindly. So the messages are, the caption words aren't, outright obvious of what the card is trying to express. So, I feel that you can buy a deck and never even read the book and just, base it entirely upon your own intuition. And then I know, there's other readers where it's very important for them to read every word from the creator so they can really tap into the entire energy of the deck and not, and what did the creator intend. So if you are a book lover and you like to read the book, it's very nice because it gives you keywords, okay, and then it gives you a general description, meaning of the card, that it gives it specific for career, finance, and then relationships. And then also it gives a little feng shui tip to go in alignment with the message of the card. So it's a really cool little deck, and the book is very descriptive and informative, and written like how you would read a Chinese fortune that you get out of a fortune cookie or something. So it's very fun, this deck. However, it goes deep. It really does. So with that said, I'll get right into a little sample reading. And let me think of a question here. I'll just pull, and I'm going to also interplay these with some tarot cards, so you can use this deck completely by itself for a yes or no question, most likely, potential, past, present, future. deeper read. And then you can also pair it with tarot cards for sure. So let's ask a very common question. So we'll take a scenario of, you know, a client is feeling like her partner is distant and she's seeking a reading to find clarity, to understand what are the underlying issues, what's really going on. Is there a cause for concern, or is this just a phase? You know, everybody kind of goes through a funk. So what are the energies around hypothetical client A's relationship? All right. So we have friendship, we have paradise, and we have good times. Okay, so what this would tell me about hypothetical client's relationship is that boyfriend is really not into the relationship as she is, okay? He sees them more as friends, and I would say, you know, without further information, either kind of friends with benefits or just really as friends, you know, and for whatever reason, trying to make this into a relationship, or I would further question the client, you know, what have we discussed here? Have we discussed commitment? Is he seeing other people? You know, how close are you? How often do you spend time together? Like, I would really dig deep on that, because this to me is either, you know, friends with benefits, or somebody is confused about the true, you know, status of the relationship. So let's pull some tarot to really clarify that, since I don't have the client here to let me know, you know, have you guys had this commitment talk? Is he like said, yes, I am committed to you, you know, or have you guys just been seeing each other for a while and you assume like at this point that it should be more? So let's see, let's clarify with the tarot, and I feel like 3 cards. All right, and this right here was trying to jump this, and then we have this. Okay, so this could go either way. It was trying to jump, but I caught it. So this could go either way, and look at that. It's actually the Lovers. So surprise, surprise. And then we have the 10 of Wands, and now we have the 5 of Pentacles. So to me, this is leaning more towards like, I have a really good time with you. I like getting in the bed with you. But as far as, you know, anything more, no, right now it's just good times. Like, I'm having a lot of fun with you, as the message I would be feeling from her boyfriend's energy is this is not as serious for him as it is for her. Okay, just based on this. And we can see, where's her headspace? Is there any confusion? Is he playing with her mind, you know, like, or is she just not getting it? Like, has he put it out there and she's not hearing him? Okay, so for her energy, we have the Fool, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the King of Wands. And then we would also have this Queen of Cups come out. So this to me represents her energy. I'm in this. I have emotions for you. This is very real for me. But this on the side, like, she's very stable. She's very solid. She's sturdy. She's getting a lot of intuitive information. So no, I do not feel that she's misinterpreting his attention towards her. I feel that it is him that is misleading her, because the Fool in this position is like, I'm coming back, you know, this way it's better ahead than where you've been. And this, I feel like, well, we're kind of, you know, back and forth. And the Knight of Wands and then the King of Wands, this is where, nope, I want to play, I want to have fun. And then other times I'm very serious with her. I give her the impression that we are lovers on this side. On this side, we're soulmates. We have a great connection. We have wonderful chemistry. We could have a future. On this side, you know, this is where we're really getting to know each other. There could be some battle of wills and things like that. So no, I'm getting the sense that, you know, in one moment, you know, he's this, and then the next time he's this. So it's back and forth energy. So my advice to her would be, listen, this is, I do see a connection because he does come through as a king, and there is the lovers here, okay? I do see that there is a connection, and at times you guys are definitely on equal playing ground, okay? However, to be totally serious and all the way in is just something that he's not ready for right now. For whatever that reason is, he is not ready for that type of commitment. It's too much of a burden. There's not enough room in his life. And also with the friendship, you know, I feel that the friends are his friends, spending time with friends, being in that single status is just as important to him as this relationship. But he goes back and forth. This is definitely, you know, an unstable energy. So let's see, what's the most likely that he will, you know, commit, get all the way in over the next month? I was thinking that before I got it all out. So we have, we have trust, and we have yin yang. Yep. This right here is like, no, there's more going on than he lets on. It's more than I just want to be single. I don't have time for this right now. I can only give you the time that I give you. There's definitely more behind it than that with the trust coming out. And then with the yin yang, I just would say this guy wants his cake and eat it too. He only wants this relationship when it's convenient for him. And when he gets what he wants, then he's off on a new adventure. Okay, he's not really going to commit or change his behavior or change his mind over the next month. You know, I was just looking for a month out. So to hypothetical client, I would say this is probably a relationship that you should start, you know, detaching yourself from a bit, because it's just, yeah, there's more than meets the eye. This guy is not ready to commit, to settle down. He just wants to have fun right now, and it's not changing anytime soon, at least not in the next 30 days. And look at that, 29:30. Yeah, it's definitely not changing in the next 30 days. So that is how the, you know, Chinese fortune reading cards can be read in a situation like that. Now let's take it a step further, and now we're going to do a past, present, future. Let's switch this question to, you know, job related. Will I be promoted in my current company this year? What is the most likely potential of that energy? Am I on that trajectory, or, you know, is there something else coming up? So what is, you know, the energies around? We'll say hypothetical client B now. Hypothetical client B's job over the next year. Past, present, future. Okay, so we have a soul symbol. We have a forgiveness. And we have renewal. Nice. Oh, and what I love about this reading right off the bat, 27, 11, 17. So there's definitely this element of sevens and ones. I love it. Okay, so this is actually good. What I see here is a lot of growth over this next year within that company. There's going to be some tensions. There's going to be some fights. There's going to be some setbacks because we have this here. However, that's part of the journey this year for your elevation, and you're going to be renewed. To me, yes, you're going to be elevated, and one of two things with that, either within the company or a fantastic job somewhere else. You are really being groomed over the course of this year for some sort of elevation to your career. Also, you know, if it comes to your attention to enroll in some sort of course to further your education, or to actually return to school and obtain a degree or further your degree, if that has been like really gnawing at you, you need to follow those promptings from within and let the past go. But perhaps there's some turmoil within you of like time wasted. Why did I do this? Why did I do that? It doesn't matter. It is not too late. Now is the time to just grab the bull by the horns and charge ahead, however that is for you. If you really want to move up at your company, you've got to decide to funnel a lot of your energy into your job and your performance above and beyond. It's just, I really feel more than anything, this is a year of growth where you're being groomed and shaped and prepared for elevation to your career, which is could show up this year, but most likely early next year, just because the ones and then the two there. So I feel like this year is a year of being groomed. So let's put these up here and let's clarify with the tarot. We will pull 5 cards. Okay, yep, we have King of Swords. We have the Strength card and the other way around position. They don't go reversed with this deck. We have the 6 of Swords. Oh, I guess it needs to come out this way. We have the 3 of Swords. And we have the the Knight of Wands. Okay, so yeah, 100% you are being grown this year professionally. Whatever it is that you know, whatever your job is, you are definitely being grown. And by the end, mid-year or, you know, more towards the end, you set off for bigger and better things. So within the company that you're currently at, I don't think like that's where you are going to be promoted and elevated. I think there's going to be a lot of growth for you with strength in this position. And, you know, sitting next to this King of Swords, there's this person really causes you a lot of heartache, turmoil, very hard on you, kind of a jerk, you know, it's like there's no emotion in this person, like heart-wise. There's no compassion, no empathy towards you whatsoever. And this here is like, look, you got to hang in there for a certain period of time. This person, as wretched as they are to deal with in the workplace, is actually growing you somehow, some way. And what refuses to be destroyed will not be destroyed. Okay, this is the Empress. Empress is fertility, abundance, divine feminine, new direction. And this is beautiful because you stand strong through the challenge, through the adversity, because you are going to move on at some point. Like, I want to say end of the year. It's weird because we have June here. This is 6 and it's right in the middle of your reading, so middle of the year. But then also at the end of the year, it's like finally now is when we move on to that better adventure. So this is June. We really decide, okay, where I'm at is just not the place for me, and start opening ourselves to, you know, looking for a new job, a new company to work for. And through that process, we really heal. Look at that. I wasn't even looking up here anymore. We heal whatever's happened here with this person in this company. It's like you change your mind and you're like, you know what? This is not the place for me. And either you just outright get out of there, or you open yourself up to a new job, new opportunity. And during that, like when you give yourself the freedom that you can just move on and go somewhere else, there's a lot of healing in that for you. That's where the renewal is taking place. So it's like this journey that you're on, and it is kind of challenging, I won't lie. However, it's leading you to something pretty spectacular in the end, a very big adventure that's filled with what you're truly looking for. But you've got to go through this journey at this particular company with this person first in order to get you there. And let's take a look at the new company, this right here, where you're headed. Oh, geez. Okay. So we have freedom, work, and new beginnings. Oh my gosh. If that could not be more perfectly paired. And look at 2, 3, 3, 4, and this is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. Whoever's watching this, because I know Spirit could definitely speak through any outlet, and I know some of you watch these just for the read part. Yeah, that is incredibly synchronistic, and I am so reading for somebody. Listen, the freedom in the workplace that you desire, the job that you desire, it's there, okay? Here, and with 1, it's like end of year, start of next year. But you've got to go through this process that you are in right now. It's not a punishment. It does suck at times. I totally understand that. But it's part of your journey. It's part of your karma. It's part of your soul growth. And as you move through it, there comes this point where you and this person have a truce, or you really just elevate above and beyond this, and it doesn't bother you or hurt you anymore. And here comes that new beginning. Wow, that was so perfect. Okay, so let me think here. Okay, so let's use this as, you know, an overall energy to start a reading. Okay, well, I was thinking romantic, and this is what flew out, so I didn't even get a chance to ask the question, but it was basically like, in regards to love and romance, what are the most likely energies that are going to play out in this person's life this week? And again, I'm reading for somebody. We have reunions here. Okay, so this to me is a reunion with a romantic partner, a reunion with a friend, a family member. And this could be physical, or it could just be really on your mind and heavy on your heart. Like so much so that that's why that's the primary card that's coming out. So let's pull some tarot to really dig in and clarify what this is talking about. Ooh, I like the first card that's coming out for this. We have the 8 of Wands, which is like conversation, communication, or the great desire of. Next, we have the 8 of Swords, which is another 8. And this here is where, on this side, we're completely blind, we're completely restricted, probably in a very pessimistic type of thinking and feeling. On this side, you know, there's the energy of, okay, I think I'm understanding, you know, the grip doesn't feel so tight on me anymore, the energy's loosening up, and there's just starting to be a flow again, ever so small. Yeah, because we have the Justice card here, so something was very unfair, but also to me this has a lot to do with karma. We have the 5 of Swords here. And then we have the 9 of Swords. Okay. So, based on the tarot that has come out, I'm more inclined to think that this is something that somebody's really hoping for. It's really heavy on their heart and their mind. And I say that because the swords are the air, the mental energy, and it's dominating this reading. Okay, there's 3 swords cards. And then, you know, this is the Justice card. Justice is, Libra is, you know, depicted by the Justice card in the tarot. Libra is an air sign. Swords, so there's more air energy. And what I'm seeing here is, you know, I really want to talk. I want to communicate. I don't know how. There's so much that's happened, and that's what stops me. So, I I don't feel like this is just one-sided. Like, I don't feel like this is just you hoping for this reunion and these communications. And I think I'm going to have to actually, pull out another deck, which I wasn't intending to use with this, but this is the Twin Flame Shadows and messages, and I feel like it would just really play into this whole reading. So what is like all this red tape here? Is it on both sides? What is all this red tape? All right, so we have, you've been in my dreams, repelled, disconnected, ruthless, and scorned. Oof. Okay, so it's just interesting, the, and then, yeah, I felt one more, an embarrassment. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so this right here, the communication cards, the Eight of Wands, you've been in my dreams. So this person also still thinks about you, also, you know, still feels you, and wants a reunion of some kind, wants the conversation as much as you do. However, there's been this sense of, I cannot approach you. You would reject me, you would send me packing, you would have nothing to do with me because of what has happened. All right, so I'm really scared. I'm just going to stay away, even though I'm feeling really pulled to reach out. I'm going to stay away because I don't know how you would open up to me, or if you would, because what I did was incredibly wrong and selfish. I betrayed you. I lied. And the safest thing for me was to disconnect from you because I cannot face this. And what is it that I did? Well, I was incredibly harmful and destructive and hurtful to you, and the ball's in my court. I know it's up to me to reach out to you and to apologize to you, but after this right here, how could you ever let me back in? Ever? How could you not be scorned for the rest of your life? And I'm so afraid of that, and I am so ashamed and embarrassed of what I've done here, how I've handled all of this with you. So this, to me, they definitely desire conversation with you and reunion. However, they are so afraid of what they did, what they said, the way they left things, that you just would not even, but not even that, like that you would reject and push them away. More so, they are so ashamed. Yeah, and this almost wanted to jump out as I was saying that, Ace of Swords. They are so ashamed and just, oh, like, I can't believe I did that. Nine of Cups. I really wish and desire this person back in my life. You right here, stable, strong. I could always count on you. I miss your energy. I miss your face. I miss your smile. I miss your wisdom. This is earth energy, so those of you who are watching for just the sake of the reading, if you are an earth sign yourself, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I feel this is very strong for you. We have Eight of Wands and then Eight of Swords, and now we have this Nine of Cups and Nine of Swords. So we both desire communication. It's in our hearts, both of us, okay? But there's still much that has to be understood. There's still work to be done. And look at, there's another 8. 888. If that is not, wow. And, you know, Spirit really works in interesting ways. And this, I just want you to see, because now I have to pull more cards about this reading. All of this from one of these cards, okay? This right here, the reunion, on your mind, in your heart, really hoping, really desiring, both of you, okay? This card, and I mean, I wouldn't need to pull all of this to obtain that from this card, okay? But for the sake of the reading, I mean, if I just sit here with one card, you know, and say da 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 and go on and on, that's not very interesting, right? So this, to me, you both are desiring a conversation, clarity, something, but they are so afraid. Yeah, and they're kind of playing the victim, like, I can't own up to what I've done. I can't face, you know, Queen of Pentacles here. I really did Queen of Pentacles dirty. Whether you're male or female, they're seeing you as the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, and now we just had a whole book jump out. Okay, mirroring. Yep, this is my confirmation that both of you are really desiring some sort of conversation, talk, you know, something. It's just like, no, this can't be the end. A reinvention, yep, this can't be the end. Like, there's got to be more to this story. Man, they have really thought about it. And I say that because, look, this is what's coming on top of this Queen of Pentacles. This is a male and this is a female. So to me, that's the two different energies coming through, where this person is really missing you and really thinking about what you meant and what you represented in their life to them. Ooh, and the work, okay, the Eight of Pentacles is learning, work, understanding. They know there's a lot that they have to purge within themselves. Like, this goes deep, okay? This is more than, they know they screwed up. Like, but it's almost like they can't accept it. They have to purge their victim mentality and, like, man up or woman up and let you know, I was wrong. And they have got to do the work. And it's like they block themselves, they stop themselves. Okay, but this is good. It's about divine timing. So whether they want to deal with it or not, eventually they're going to have to, because, well, with that, there's going to be a barrier. Ooh, until they work through their issues, okay? So this right here, this victim mentality that they are carrying around is their barrier, because it chafes away at their self-esteem, their confidence, their self-worth. This is almost like, when somebody's like a total, like, let's just use a friend, for example. A friend is just being like a total princess or jerk, and you call them out on it, and you're like, you know what, okay, I'm done with this. And even though you are calling them out on something that's true, it's almost as though they get their feelings hurt that you've noticed that they're screwing up or that their behavior isn't on point. Like, instead of recognizing, hey, I'm out of line, they flip the script and then put it on you, like, how dare you ever point anything out about me. Like, it's just a ridiculous type of energy, and they can't own, they just can't own it. They're really afraid that it will be rejection across the board, okay? And the barrier exists until they work on themselves. They put the work into themselves and purge whatever it is that they need to purge. So let's see, over the next 6 months, what's the most likely that these two will speak and talk, or, what's the most likely energies that's going to take place? Okay, well, we have proposal. That's promising. And next we have friendship. Okay, so that's our knock knock, let me in, because I'm hoping for more. Okay, so this is where we could run into each other. They could reach out to you, like, somehow, some way. I really feel like we're reconnecting here. Okay, and just because proposal's there, I don't think necessarily that they're trying to propose to you or marry you. I think this is more like them knocking on the door saying, hey, can we at least be friends? Because at the end of the day, they truly hope and desire that more could happen again. So I'll just pull some clarity on these, and then we will be done. So, little bonus. Oh, nice. Look at that metamorphosis. That just kind of jumped out, so that's special up there. So we have numbing, nostalgia, and lessons. Okay, so with this, yes, this person definitely wants to come back into your world. And it's almost like there has to be some sort of reckoning between the two of you before either one of you can truly move on, because there's a lot of lesson here. And they really, it's very challenging for them, recalling the times you guys had, the connection you had. Like, they know they screwed up, okay? It really bothers them, the past. Like, even though you might hurt and stuff, like, it bothers them in a much different way. It's something they can't escape from. It's one thing when you're hurting about something because somebody hurt your feelings. It's a whole nother thing when you know that you're the reason somebody else is just devastated. And that's kind of where they're at. And it's like they cannot move past this until the lesson is received. And what's the lesson? To stop playing the victim and actually own up to what's happened here, and stop, pushing away, because it's, whether this is meant to be into a romantic union again or not is really irrelevant. It's definitely, there's going to be communication, and we're going to start out as friends again. And now wherever that leads, Spirit's not really wanting to talk about that, because that's, further down. This is like, listen, right now this person knows they screwed up. They're very ashamed. They don't know how to come back in and make things right. I believe, based on everything here, it's part of both of your destinies to eventually have communication again. All right. And it's either for a reckoning, a closure, conclusion, or it's for another go round. However, Spirit's like, right now, let's just focus on being friends, because, jumping right back into something with this person, I could kind of screw it up. So when they come back in, or Spirit realigns you, just keep the friend vibe going for a while until you can really fill everything out, because yes, they miss you. So when they see you, it's going to be like the honeymoon phase, right? They miss you. You haven't seen each other in a while. You haven't talked, but hang out as friends and see where that energy takes you guys, okay? So those are the messages with that particular sample read. I think that's pretty thorough and gives you a good sense of, you can use these cards by themselves. I'll do actually one more question. You can do these by themselves, or you can, pair them up with oracle cards, other oracle cards, and tarot, and it's a really fun thing. So let me just get all of this out of the way. Okay, so this is also very common use for oracle deck. Show me the primary energy for my day today. All right, so they flew out like this, okay? And so we're going to take the one that's off kilter, which would be karma. And then if you notice over here, one of them flipped upright. So we're going to take that. Okay, so energies for today. I mean, this is beautiful. And look at master number 33. To me, this is saying today is a day of karma return, but of good energy, good karma coming back to you, reaping rewards. And I think that's why 2 had to come out, because just 1, with just karma, I probably would have pulled a second oracle card to see which way that's going, because this truly can go either way. What we're constantly putting out to the universe is what's coming back to us. And every single one of us, me included, is putting out positive and negative, okay? I really try to do positive more than anything else, but I'm human. So I do have negative thoughts, and I do get upset sometimes. It happens. And people think like bad karma is like you got to do bad things to people. No, it's just energy, which includes your thoughts and your emotions. So this card could truly go either way. However, because this card also wanted to come out to clarify, this is a day of beautiful energy, a beautiful return of what you've put out to the universe, and also ways in which you have really uplifted others and made others feel special and beautiful, others, or maybe just one other person, by you being who you are. It's like you get paid that energy back, where you recognize your own beauty and divinity and somebody's celebrating you. So these two paired up, beautiful day. Expect the unexpected in a positive, happy way. Pat yourself on the back. You did something right, and it should be a very good day. So I will end it with that, and hopefully that gave you enough variations to see how truly wonderful these cards are. I mean, like I said, the artwork is very popping, and I love the design of these cards, just the way that they are, and the writing and the colors. They're very beautiful, and I think they capture, the Chinese energy, or culture, I should say, quite well. I love the sun card. Like, I could just, pull out many, but I already showed them all also. And so one thing I do like about this, which normally I don't really like, is how some cards are cartoon and some are like real picture. Just because of the coloring and the way that, they're the circle, it doesn't bother me. Usually I really prefer consistent artwork. Here's a good example. The dragon isn't real, but the hands are. But I like it. It's perfect. It gives a lot of variety, and also there's depth here. We did have Soul Symbol come out, in one of the sample reads, but this is also a card that is in here, which this is, connecting with your spirit guides, connecting to passed on loved ones, giving you confirmation that a passed on loved one is near you and, has been around more than you know. And spirit. Okay, so the reunion, hello. I have got to say that you and whoever you are supposed to reunite with in your life, and this is, let's go across the board from now and all the way into the future till the end of your days. Take this message. Whoever you are meant to reconnect with, realign with, be with, what is meant to be for you will always, no matter what, it will be. And there's a guardian angel that watches over the events, and what is meant to be will be. Okay, there's our destiny, there's our free will, the way we create for ourselves, and there's just some things that no matter what, it's just going to happen. And Spirit's really pushing that through quite strongly with this. Is like, what's meant for you, what's written in your soul, it will come, okay? Don't fret, don't worry, don't stress, don't cry. It will come to you. So, all right, I think that is complete and definitely showcases how wonderful and deep this deck is. You can use it for just simple, show me the energy, the primary energy of my day, show me the energies of the situation, past, present, future. Also, tying it in with other oracle decks and tarot decks. It's very lovely. I'm very happy that I purchased this deck. I got it, goodness, probably 5 or 6 months ago now. So I've been working with it for a while, and people tend to really like it. Just the energy of this deck. I don't know. I think anybody could connect with it, to be honest. Whether you are newer at reading, or you're seasoned, or you just want to buy a deck just to see, to have communication between you and your spirit guides, this would be a great deck for that, actually. If you don't read cards whatsoever, but you would like to get closer with your spirit guides and start getting personal daily advice, I would highly recommend this particular deck for that, just because of the variation of messages, the descriptions that's written in the book. Also, you know, the artwork gives a story, and then just the vibes, the energy that you pick up on it, because whether or not you're really aware of it, you are intuitive and your soul knows best over anybody else. So if you would like to connect with your spirit guides personally, I would highly recommend this deck. Again, seasoned reader, new reader, you will love this deck. It's just fun, yet it can go very, very deep. So I will end this video there. Thank you so much for watching.